soy Papalucas y aquí en un nuevo directo de una serie que estoy haciendo, Más Payne, ya capítulo 5, Más Payne 3. Un juego clásico que es, bueno, hicieron 3 juegos, yo estoy jugando el 3 y es un juegazo. Modo historia, os recomiendo, si no habéis visto esta serie, que lo veáis. Es un juegazo y os recomiendo que siempre, mejor de todo verla, es comprarte el juego y disfrutarlo tú. Es un juego que lo recomiendo 100%. Dicho esto, le damos. Modo historia. Continuar. Bueno, voy a poner en contexto. Nos hayamos quedado, porque el juego va contando, como en las películas, en muchos juegos, cosas del pasado. Yo soy un, digamos, un guardia de seguridad, más de un guardia de seguridad, un guardaespaldas, que antes había sido policía, y me voy pues a proteger a gente millonaria, digamos, de Brasil. Y ahí va la trama. Y en una fiesta de uno de estos que estoy vigilando, uno de los niños pijos, en un barco, pues empiezan a pasar cosas. Y ahora lo vamos a ver.
¡Encontré a uno de ellos! ¡Cúbrame ya! ¡De mierda! ¡No es para tanto! ¡Cúbrame, por favor!
Voy a coger este arma que hay por aquí.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit.
Miro por todo porque suele haber a lo mejor curas que me van a ir muy bien. No hay curas por aquí.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¿Lo viste dónde? ¡Está ahí! ¡Vamos, no quiero tanto!
¡Dios!
fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Hostia, estoy tocado. Tengo curas, tío.
You have to do this. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Me voy! ¡Cúbranme! ¡Pues
¡Hostia! ¡La que me han dado, Dios!
Sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Oigan, cúbranme. ¡Arriba, hombre! ¡No lloren!
Necesito curas, tío.
So this was the famous
Qué
Panama
guapo,
Canal.
tío.
We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Curas, tío, por ningún lado. Guapo, tío.
¡Te voy a abrir la cabeza! ¡Disparen, malditos! ¡Disparen!
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
¡Todos al suelo! ¡Huevos!
¡No!
¡Todos al suelo! ¡Levántase, parce! ¡Ánimo!
Levanta ese parce.
Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
Encuentro curas por ningún lado. Bueno, seguimos. Nada. Bueno, a ver. No.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Aquí no hay nada!
Hijo de puta, aquí no hay nada, hijo de puta.
¡Miguel! ¡Vení para acá!
I was getting my priorities out of whack.
¡Se lo voy a clavar en los huevos!
Se lo voy a comer. Hostia, pensaba que lo había matado, tío.
¡Te vas al infierno!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Mira. Ah, bueno, ya lo hemos mirado, ¿no? Las joyas.
¡Mátalo! ¡Hijo de... ¡Me vas a pagar!
Yo estoy súper tocado.
¡Adelante, desgraciados!
¡Oh, me mataron, Dios! A ver dónde me deja ahora.
¡Mátalo! ¡Hijo! ¡Ah, me duele! ¡Uy! ¡Tengo puta! ¡Me dio! ¡Vas a sangrar como la mujer!
¡Oh! ¡Me ha matado! ¿Pero cómo? Dice, vas a sangrar como las mujeres. ¡Qué cabrón! Bueno, bueno.
¡Mátalo! ¡Hijo de... ¡Puta!
Estoy súper tocado, tío.
¡Aquí vas a morir!
Sal, puto.
¡En batalla! ¡Soy desalmado, ya verás! ¡Ánimo! ¡Solo es un tiroteo! ¿Y qué importa, marica? ¡Cúrame, cúrame, maricas!
Ya ves el de ahí. Qué puntería tiene el de ahí fondo, tío. Chungo este sitio.
¡Mátalo! ¡Hijo de... ¡No sabe quién somos! ¡Calmate, gonorrea, que estoy cubierto!
Claro que sí, parcerico. Tengo uno allá al fondo.
¡Venite, hijo de puta, que tú... ¡Estoy herido, marica!
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Dios, ¿de dónde me disparaban? No veía. No me dejes atrás ahí. Oh, la que me están dando. Que usan chungo aquí, que me metí muy a lo loco.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Puede matar a 3, pero no más. No más.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Algo! ¡Algo!
Ah, porque tenía justo uno ahí. En mis pies, tío, tenía uno donde me había caído. Mira.
Booze, coke,
Tengo medicina y no la
pills.
había visto, tío.
You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Venga, uno muerto. Dos muertos, venga, que vengan ellos.
¡Paren aquí! ¡Ábranse, cabrones!
¡A la orden!
¡Ábranse! ¡Alto, camaradas! ¡Mantengan sus posiciones!
¡Para cagarse en los pantalones!
¡Me voy! ¡Cúbranme!
¡Lo tengo cubierto!
¡Oh, que tengo allí fuera!
¡Ya llegó su... ¡Está cubierto!
Joder, es que tengo los de ahí, claro. Tengo los de arriba, los de abajo. Vale, no importa. Voy a intentar.
Daphne's ship was
Okay.
always stocked.
A ver si te acuerdas.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
¡Qué dolor!
¡Adelante, maricas!
Adelante,
¡Cuidado,
maricas. Vente, vente a mí.
¡Quédese ahí! ¡Alto! ¡Quédate ahí!
¡Alto ahí!
Oigan, cúbranme.
¡Ya estás cubierto!
¡Socorro! ¡Estoy atrapado! ¡No sobrevivirás!
¡Te vas a morir, hijo!
¡Te voy a abrir la cabeza, piro! ¡Lo hago! ¡Una memoria!
¡Dame saludos!
¡Hijo de mierda! ¡Te vas a morir! ¡La
Hijo de
chimba!
mierda, la chimba. Ese sí que le he dado. Bingo de mierda, te va a morir la chimba. Dios. Ojalá que tengo que empezar de abajo otra vez. Sí, tío, Dios. Qué mal lo he hecho, tío.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
The boat was well appointed.
¡Filas, soldados! ¡Avancen!
¡Estoy sangrando!
¡Alto! ¡Alto! ¡Manténgase, camarada! ¡Alto, camaradas! ¡Manténganse sus posiciones! ¡Apoyo! ¡Listo, parce! ¡Ya puedes adelantar! ¡Alto, parceritos! ¡Alto! ¡Hijo de puta! ¡Mi pierna! ¡Coño! ¡Qué muerte tan cruel, marido! ¿Cómo estás? ¿Eres familiar? ¡Me vas a morir, hijo de puta! ¡Ahora la muerte, cabrón!
¡Ya llegó su muerte, malparido!
¡Hijo de mierda! ¡Te vas a morir!
No, si le he dado el espacio y no ha saltado, tío. Este sitio es chunguísimo, ¿eh?
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Vénganse, camaradas!
Hostia, me he caído para atrás. Me he caído para atrás y me he muerto. Ahora que lo haya hecho de puta madre.
I had to save some valuables.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Ven a mí, ven a mí.
¡Ey! ¿Quién me cubre?
¿Qué pasa? ¡Me pegaron en la pierna!
¡Te voy a abrir la cabeza! ¡Cobertura con prisas! ¡Lo hago! ¡Una memoria! ¡Rependejo!
Son más puras, tío.
¡Llegaste a tu hora final! ¡Prepárate a morir!
¡Hostia! Si que me ha matado rápido, tío. Dios. Ahora que lo había hecho.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Vente aquí.
¿Quién me va a cubrir? ¡No te ¡Cúbreme, cúbreme!
Mal por ir.
I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Nah.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
¡Muévase, muévase! ¡Está ahí! ¡Ándale! ¡Mierda!
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have!
Here goes! Hey, watch that thing!
Come on!
We're good!
¡Pilas, cúbreme! ¡Sí, sí! ¡No seas gallina!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
No, you don't!
¡Suélteme, gringo loco!
Estoy mirando por todo porque a veces salen cosillas y se pueden lotear. Yo sé cómo ha quedado.
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch. There was probably a control console behind the desk.
Y aquí también medicina. Oh,
I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
no sé lo que ha abierto por aquí, ¿no? Le he abierto una puerta, pero por ahí. No sé dónde la he abierto. No, por ahí no. La puerta de esta había abierto yo no sé. No sé qué puerta he abierto yo, pero bueno, ya lo vamos a investigar. Por aquí no. Por aquí tampoco. Mira la sangre ahí en el suelo. Aquí abrí. Ah, esta hemos abierto, vale.
¡Adelante, mis camaradas!
¡Vas a morir aquí, gringo!
¡Miras, judío! ¡Que te levantes!
Vas a morir aquí, gringo. Gringo loco. Es como un cine, tío. ¡Buah, qué susto, tío! Mira, medicina.
It was nice to see a friendly face in Panama.
Bueno,
¡Adelante, desgraciado! ¡Te mataré, desgraciado!
ordenadores por aquí. Mataré, desgraciado. Aquí que hay. ¡Oh, qué susto! Ay, que se me ha ido la cámara del sustaco que me ha metido. Dios. No tengo más curas, tío.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Dios, han matado a toda la tripulación.
Jesus
Dios.
Christ.
Sangriento el juego,
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Gran Salvador americano.
I wasn't too
El Palacio
excited about the
Imperial.
acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Hostia, como si fuera el silenciador.
It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Como las lavanderías del hotel o algo así.
Esse filho da puta tá pesado pra caralho. Ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu boi.
Hostia, quemando los cuerpos o algo así.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
Vistas. Camillas examinadas.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need... Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Está bien hecho, tío.
É a mesma coisa.
O quê?
Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando... Porra! Acerta ele!
Tío. ¿Tiene más arma? Vale, 90 balas. Está viñido este hotel, tío. Destacamos por aquí. Podrían hacer hasta un juego de terror con esto.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção! Agora!
Puto aquí. Mierda.
Cobra aqui! Atirando pra dar cobertura! Vai!
esto? A ver. Ah, mira aquí.
Para que os nossos vivam, você tem que morrer. Me dê cobertura, me dê
¡Ah, me mataron, Dios!
respirar.
Atire e me dê cobertura!
Joder, mandado desde allá lo dejo.
Você está seguro?
¡Dios! ¡Cógelo! Bueno, ahora voy a intentar explotar eso, pero voy a ver lo que hay por aquí. No hay medicina antes. ¿De dónde ha salido? Me ha cagado, tío.
I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall. I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Ahí lo tiene. Buenísimo. Oh, esto. Alma dorada, 1 de 3. Y no había nada ahí, tío. Es que quiero curarme, no hay que curarse. No.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the crush of Prado. Now I just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door.
Hostia.
I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Pero es que si no lo veo... Porque no lo veo, tío, no lo veo. A ver si tengo otra arma, porque es que esta es una puta mierda, tío. No muere, tío. Oh, la que me ha dado, hijo de puta.
Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. O médico quer mais ele. Tá tudo aqui, meu. Então vamos lá, criança. Tá perdendo muito tempo aqui. Porra!
¡Y me mata el último! ¡Qué puntería ha tenido el tío! Bueno, gente, vamos a ir acabando el directo aquí. Estamos en el hotel este como maldito y descubriendo qué coño está pasando en la historia. Y lo vamos a dejar aquí. Por hoy hemos hecho un capítulo bastante bueno. Y bueno, hasta el próximo capítulo del Max Payne. Quedaba uno, creo, tío.